As one of the longest reigning monarchs in history, Queen Elizabeth II left generations, young and old, grieving over her passing. From her love story with Prince Philip to her beloved corgis, we examine the Queen's legacy and the future of the royal family. We begin with the reaction to her passing from our team of reporters in the UK.
Very shocked when we heard that she's died. Very, very shocked.
I'm disbelieved because when we saw Prince Charles and the immediate family gathering hurriedly, we knew something was imminent.
Yeah.
You know, that was a bad sign.
It's the Queen. She looks like my grandma. She kind of feels like that as well. My mum's first thing was, Charles can never replace her. And that makes sense. And then, on the other hand, as tenants living together, my flatmates were saying this is going to affect the way we live, economically, it's already tough, it's going to get tougher. It just feels really weird.
I feel very sad because obviously she's reigned for 70 years and she's met like 15 prime ministers in her lifetime reign.
And we might feel a bit dizzy and sick, shocked. Like Princess Diana. People couldn't quite believe it. But we had long enough to get used to the fact that Her Majesty her life wouldn't go on forever.
Yeah.
Whereas with Princess Diana, it was a shock like that.
Yeah, it's same.
I really miss her.
I don't know, I think it's just like marking the end of an era. I think particularly as a woman, like we had a woman who was in power, like as a kind of someone to look up to almost, and like a constant figure. And she, you see her on the notes, and you see her as a kind of like a popular figure. It's like an iconic moment, I guess.
Prince Charles became king automatically once the Queen passed, but there are many factors that play into succession. Bob Lindeman explains how it works.
Traditionally, the line of succession to the British throne has been determined by descent, gender, more on that later, legitimacy, and religion. George VI became king in 1936 when his brother abdicated. He died in February 1952. Thus, Queen Elizabeth II became queen. Prince Charles is first in line, followed by Prince William and his 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Before William had his first child in 2013, the Succession to the Crown Act 2013 changed the law so that brothers no longer automatically outrank their sisters regardless of birth order. Thus, Princess Charlotte is 4th in line and was not automatically displaced when little brother Prince Louis was born. Prior to this change, there have only been 6 reigning queens in England and Great Britain since the 11th century. So, baby Archie is 7th in line, following his father, Prince Harry. And if William and Duchess Kate have any more children, this will bump Harry and Archie down the line.
World leaders are remembering Queen Elizabeth as a strong leader and a gracious person.
Her late Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, was one of the greatest leaders the world has ever known. She was the rock on which modern Britain was built.
I had the opportunity to meet her before she passed, and she was an incredibly gracious and decent woman. The thoughts and prayers of the American people are with the people of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth in their grief.
Важка втрата для усієї Європи і для світу.
The world has lost one of her greatest daughters who dedicated her life to service, and she will always be remembered.
Queen Elizabeth reigned for 70 years in an era of enormous change. She was a constant, reassuring presence with her compassion, her decency, her commitment to service.
She was dignified but not distant. She was willing to have fun, whether on a mission with 007 or having tea with Paddington Bear. She brought the monarchy into people's lives and into people's homes.
From their courtship to their royal marriage, the relationship between the Queen and Prince Philip spanned more than 7 decades and garnered much public interest. During her 70-year reign, the Queen wore beautifully crafted and colourful outfits that remain a priceless part of her memory. The Queen's corgis became default members of the royal family. Her love for them was well known, and they'll stay in the royal household, being cared for by Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York.
The Queen's best friend were corgis, these short-legged, ill-tempered beasts with a yap that doesn't appeal to many people in Britain, but was absolutely crucial to the Queen.
Whether you're pro-royal or not, the Queen's passing is a monumental moment in the history of Britain and the world. Her influence was far-reaching, her dedication was absolute, and it's doubtful we will ever see her like again.